Good afternoon. Today we'll be talking about the top lies of ACS workers. The first lie that ACS workers will attack parents with is, "You must talk to us." There is nothing in the Family Court Act that requires that ACS workers demand that parents speak to them. There's nothing in the Family Court Act that requires that parents have to answer the questions of ACS workers. This is simply a lie created by the ACS workers to make their jobs easier. The next huge lie that ACS workers engage in is that parents are not allowed to have an attorney until they get to court. This again is another ACS worker lie. This allows them to attack the parents freely without lawyer intervention. Under the New York State Constitution and the federal constitutions, you have the right to counsel, which you can exercise in any situation, whether it's buying a house, buying a car, or dealing with a state agency like ACS. And most parents are not equipped to deal with ACS, thus they need an attorney. One of the other lies that ACS workers engage in is telling the parents the case will be over in 60 days. Now, why do they do that? Because ACS workers give parents hope that the investigation in 60 days will end because parents have done nothing wrong. This is in fact a lie. While there is a statutory requirement that the investigation end in 60 days, ACS workers maintain the investigations open for as long as they want. They speak to family members, neighbors, employers, trying to get something on the parents. This is a very dangerous time, so I suggest as soon as an ACS worker contacts you, contact an attorney, any attorney, to create a buffer between you and the ACS worker. The next lie the ACS worker tells is that you cannot record their conversations. ACS workers do not like to have conversations recorded because then they'll be held accountable. I've often had ACS workers run out of the house when a parent tries to record them. ACS workers like to take their notes and then they write their own notes against the parents, and then the parents are in no position to challenge them because there's no recording. There's recordings everywhere you go, even in traffic court, for a very simple reason. You need a record of what happened. So if an ACS worker comes to your home, you can advise them, "I'm recording this conversation whether you like it or not." And they are, in fact, in your home. The last thing we'll discuss in terms of ACS lies is how they get parents to comply. They will often threaten court action. They will use the phrase, "We'll take this to court." The need for the ACS worker to have the parents comply lies in their need to have parents in programs, which is where ACS workers get their funding. The more parents are in programs, the more funding ACS gets. The more good parents in programs, the easier it is for ACS and the more funding they get. If I'm a mechanic and I fix a brand new car, I look like a very good mechanic. But if I'm given a really old car to fix, I really have to be a good mechanic to fix it. So ACS wants to put good families in programs to keep up the charade that they're helping families in New York City. Their budget last year was $3.1 billion of completely wasted resources. And the children of New York City who are in real need keep dying. And the families who are good parents, who've done nothing wrong, keep getting attacked. So I hope this helps. I hope if you're contacted by an ACS worker, do not stress, do not succumb to their threats, contact an attorney, stand on your rights.